what I often try to do with the Feast of Christmas is to help people understand that the dark time is not how the world ends. The dark time is how the world begins again. And we know that story through Jesus Christ, that the Christ story is that every darkness, and if you right now are feeling in a personal dark time or a cultural or a planetary dark time, we need the Jesus Christ story even more, that this is not the end. This is how a new era begins, that this is a moment of new creation. And the Northern Hemisphere can fully participate in that, as I am here in Spain, where it is so cold and it is so dark. And we are longing for that new light that we know is coming in a few weeks. But that outer expression is just a wonderful incarnational knowing of what we can know internally wherever we are, that darkness will eventually give forth to new radiance.
I think maybe the most common Christmas sermon I've ever heard in various churches growing up is something along the lines of, maybe it captures 20% of what you just expressed, which is something along the lines of, if you're in a tough time, it's okay, there's still hope for you there as well. I'm not saying that that's inherently an unhelpful message, but what it suggests is, yeah, if you're in a tough time, that sucks. Sorry, you have to be going through that, but you will still find hope. Whereas your take on it, your read on it, is that it's not just that there can be hope within the darkness, but that's actually the only place that new life ever is born.
It's true, and I that is ultimately good news, although I fully understand that when you're in it, there's a large part of us that wants to get out of it as soon as possible. But I am trying to help us understand that the darkness is a face of what I call incarnationally the womb of God, that when we are sitting in darkness, we are sitting inside the place that God is reknitting us, that God is forming us like that caterpillar in the chrysalis to some incredible new birth that we actually can't fully understand yet, but it is true. And the more you go through these experiences, hope turns to trust. And that's something I really want to invite people to do, is to be beyond a people of hope. We need hope, but we also need to move our hope towards trust, so that when we're in the dark time, we come to know that with God, eventually, this is going to turn into something that's quite radiant and vital and creative.